Hello, right now it's 2:39 p.m. Friday, August 21st. So right now I'm making this video mainly due to the fact that Sonia and Sophia are basically obviously going to say, he's not doing anything right now either. What's he criticizing Jeanette for, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I have the right to be criticizing someone right now, like Jeanette, who is threatening me all day, night long, that he's going to break my windshield, slash my tires, take oil out of my car, hurt me, do any of the things of that certain nature after he's already broken the front under part of my car. I have the right to criticize someone who is threatening me all day and night long by saying that he is going to slash my tires. Okay, saying that he is going to slash my tires from just 2 days ago, or is going to hurt me over and over again, or saying that I should work together with him after begging me to go, telling me that he's threatening me, telling me that I should work together with him. Okay, then threatening to murder me afterwards if I when I refuse to do so, and all of these things of that type and nature. The fact of the matter is that yeah. The fact of the matter is that that this is a threat to murder me. Fact of the matter is, the reason I wasn't able to give my board exams is simply due to the fact that they inhibited me from being able to even sign up for my board exams, which is why I wasn't able to do so. And which is why right now I'm fighting for my Brain Savant powers, which yesterday at 2:25 p.m. So yesterday was August 20th at 2:25 p.m. Yesterday, August 20th at 2:25 p.m. Kelly from law enforcement touched my tongue and made my rectum feel wet, letting me know that the courts had pretty much agreed with artificial intelligence experts about the fact that my Brain Savant is literally the most rare and profitable Brain Savant in the world right now. For someone like Jeanette's sisters to be comparing their brother, who doesn't have a job right now and all he does is threaten me all day and night long to help him scam these girls, and if I don't do so then he's going to murder me. It says one last kill on there. With me having the right to criticize someone who is threatening to murder me if I don't go scam these girls, it's very different from someone trying to find flaws in me without me doing anything to them. It's a totally different case and scenario, okay? I'm not threatening anyone to murder them or do anything of that certain nature if they don't go scam some girl or pass them around to me or do anything of that certain nature due to my sex addiction problem, okay? It's very different, the two scenarios are. But since you are comparing, you have to be aware of the fact that I do not have a family to support. I do not get into fights at work every single day and worrying about my sex addiction all day and night long and scamming some girl or forcing Hassan to go scam her for me or doing things of that certain nature, due to which I'm trying to get an early retirement every single year or something of that certain nature. Yesterday was August 20th, and yesterday at 2:25 p.m., artificial intelligence experts had confirmed to the courts the fact that my Brain Savant is literally the most rare and the most profitable Brain Savant in the world right now. I know this for a fact because on August 20th at 2:25 p.m., Kelly from law enforcement touched my tongue. Then she made my rectum feel wet, letting me know that the courts had come to a conclusion about my Brain Savant through artificial intelligence experts. Okay? The only reason I was not able to give my board exams for my PharmD degree that I have with zero loans, that I literally had to sleep on the side of the streets for, or go through months with very little food for, that law enforcement had to scrap up every single minute I was overseas, only to find out my keenness and eagerness for learning for. The only reason I wasn't able to give the board exam for that is due to the fact that law enforcement did not let me give my board exam. When I went to go sign up for it, they forced me to leave that place for signing up for it, so that, due to which I wasn't able to give it. But artificial intelligence has confirmed the fact that a 1,000-page board exam for a guy like me with my Brain Savant powers is literally less than a day's work. which means that after I get my brain savant powers, obviously I'm only going to push this degree aside and not even worry about this. Instead, I'm going to use my brain savant powers to be getting one patent done literally every 30 days. And yesterday, August the 20th at 2:25 p.m., when Kelly touched my tongue and made my rectum feel wet, I know for a fact courts came to a conclusion with artificial intelligence experts about the fact that it's a walk in the park for a guy like me and my kind of powers, considering the fact that I do have the most rare and profitable brain savant in the world. I can do cover to cover on extremely dry textbook like Aaron Bell's Medicinal Chemistry in less than a day's time. Which means that in 30 days, I could do more than 30,000 pages cover to cover. With innovation being a superhuman power of mine, I can get one patent done every 30 days, something that a human being relies on for once in a lifetime of theirs. So comparing me not being able to work right now due to this trial that I have to go through right now to their brother Junaid, who has a family to support and literally gets into fights at work every single day, due to which he's forced to leave his work every year, due to which he's literally trying to get an early retirement every year, and by now he's literally given up, due to which he's forcefully trying to get an early retirement, is nonsensical, since I do not have a family to support. And the reason is this trial that I'm going through, where it was one false testimony after another. And yes, afterwards, obviously, when I get my brain savant powers, I literally, yesterday on August the 20th, they're not letting me speak. On August the 20th, we found out at 2:25 p.m. when Kelly from law enforcement touched my tongue and made my rectum feel wet, we found out that the courts came to a conclusion with artificial intelligence experts that my brain savant is literally the most rare and profitable in the world right now, making it a simple walk in the park for a guy like me to get one patent done every 30 days. Obviously, a 30-minute brain savant test will prove that to a human eye, with their naked human eye being able to visually see everything. And obviously, we will no longer need that test anymore, which I would greatly appreciate if I did get it. But obviously, they're not going to argue against artificial intelligence being flawed anymore, because if they do, then I will argue against I will agree with them on that, and the courts are going to be forced to administer the 30-minute test, because you have to, you cannot deprive the trial of a crucial piece of evidence, which is my brain savant, especially considering the fact that the entire time since 2001, all law enforcement has done is run sex games with Uncle Joey's in-laws, money fraud, which are still going on right now, money fraud for which bank account numbers, phone numbers, contact info were all traded out by law enforcement, their entire team over here, clearly proven from facts and evidences that since 2001, all they've done is run sex games and money fraud, with me not even being remotely present in any crime settings ever in my entire life, ever, not even as a child, not ever, even after I gained a size bit of mental maturity, but after I gained a size bit of mental maturity as a child, not even remotely being present in a setting where anything even remotely considered bad could be said around me ever. Whereas Junaid is committing crimes very openly by threatening to murder me, okay, if I do not comply with his request of going over and scamming all these girls that he's asking me to go scam. People like Moana, that he said on July 17, you have to go scam her, and if you don't, then he said that I'm going to break her windshield. This is a crime. You have to remember that in a court of law, every single crime is counted as one count, which means that every single time I receive one of these, that is one count of a crime. Which means that if in a day's time period, he sends me 4 threats and asks me to scam a girl one time, that's 5 crimes in a day. Just the month of June and July, if he does 5 counts of crime a day, that is 300 counts of crimes in 2 months, 30 days in a month, 5 counts of crimes a day. It's 2 months, that's 300 counts of crimes that Junaid has just committed in the month of June and July alone, whereas I have never committed any crimes my entire life, never even remotely been present in any crimes, attempted crimes, or conspiracy to commit any crimes, whereas Junaid has committed 300 crimes in just the month of June and July. So you have to remember these facts when speaking of Junaid and comparing him to someone like me. I've never even remotely been present in any settings where any crimes, attempted crimes, or conspiracy to commit any crime have ever even remotely been present around me, whether it was when I was a child or after I gained a slight bit of mental maturity as a child. And after I gained a slight bit of mental maturity as a child, I was never even remotely present in a setting where anything even remotely considered bad could have been said around me ever. So the thing that has to be understood is the fact that the reason I'm criticizing Junaid for sitting at home and doing nothing but literally threatening to slash my tires all day and night long, just threatening to slash my tires, or literally threatening to hurt me all day, night long, or then even begging me to go and scam these girls and sleep with them and then pass them around to someone like Junaid, or threatening to murder me if I don't do so. And this murder thing actually came to me not just once, but after I mentioned one time, it came to me again. So yes, it's very clear and apparent Junaid's motive over here. So this is the other time before August 18th, the murder threat came as well, and it was already mentioned as such, and he still sent it, which means that it's a confirmed case of threatening to murder me. So basically, yes, Junaid has committed more than 300 counts of crimes in just the month of June and July due to his sex addiction. Me criticizing Junaid for sitting at home without a job, trying to get an early retirement every year despite having a family, is very different due to the fact that Junaid is threatening me to murder me, try to slash my tires, break my windshield, break my car, take all out of my car after he's already done that between June 3rd and June 8th to send me a message saying that I have to go and help him scam these girls, which I refuse, saying that I have someone and I'm very faithful and I don't do these things. I don't sleep around. It's very different, okay, me criticizing him for sitting at home and not having a job and doing these things, trying to get an early retirement every year, clearly proves to us from facts and evidence is why he's trying to get an early retirement every year. This is all he does all year long, which is why he loses his job, which is why he doesn't have a job right now. Yes, so basically, yeah. And so it's very different for a guy like me who's being threatened by Junaid sitting at home doing nothing but threatening me all day, night long to go scam these girls, than someone like Junaid's sisters criticizing me for anything despite me not doing anything to Junaid or saying anything to him, and me not even having a family to support. But you have to understand the fact that the only reason I wasn't able to give my board exams is due to the fact that when I went to go give it, law enforcement forced me to leave that place. And yesterday, on August 20th at 2:25 p.m., when Kelly from law enforcement touched my tongue and made my rectum feel wet, I know for a fact courts came to a conclusion with artificial intelligence experts about the fact that I do have the most rare and profitable brain savant in the world, and that the things that I have said is going to be a walk in the park for a guy like me, which is getting more than 1,000 pages of something extremely dry like Arenbaugh's medicinal chemistry done in less than a day's time, meaning that in 30 days I can get 30,000 pages done easily, which I love doing since that's all I did between October 2019 and for 4 years between October 2019 and July, mid-June 2023, where law enforcement closed the laundry door outside my room, revved their car engines outside while I would do this all day long from morning till night. This is a walk in the park for me to get one patent done every 30 days, something that normal human beings get done once in their lifetime. And obviously, after coming to that conclusion yesterday, August 20th at 2:25 p.m., when Kelly from law enforcement touched my tongue and made my rectum feel wet, letting me know that this is what has happened. Yes. I think I can rest assured about the fact that they're not going to argue that artificial intelligence is flawed, since if they argue this, then I'm going to argue and agree with them, and due to which the courts are going to be forced into administering a 30-minute test due to the fact that courts cannot purposely deprive themselves of a crucial piece of evidence when it's clear that both parties agree that artificial intelligence is flawed, then they have to administer a 30-minute test in order to keep this trial impartial, due to the fact that my entire theory against law enforcement is all they've done since 2001, run sex schemes with Uncle Joey's in-laws, followed by Uncle Joey providing him with a governor's protocol, running money fraud that's still being run right now as we speak, probably restarted by now, considering the fact that they're not going to let go of it for this long. So yes, it clearly looks like this is the reason that law enforcement's been obsessed with me. And if both parties agree that artificial intelligence is flawed, well, then the courts and this trial cannot purposely deprive themselves of a crucial piece of evidence, which is my brain savant, due to which a 30-minute test will have to be administered to keep this trial impartial and make sure that both parties agree on whether or not they agreed to the test done to review a brain savant. They're not going to say we don't believe our human naked eye. So yes, me criticizing Junaid is very different from Junaid's sisters now criticizing me, due to the fact that I'm not threatening anyone for murder, or breaking their car windshield, breaking their windshield, slashing their tires, or hurting them, or any of those threats, and then saying you have to go scam this girl. And we all know for a fact the reason that Sonia and Sophia are narrating is due to the fact that I can guarantee the courts that today Junaid has gotten rejected by these girls very brutally, again, due to which he's too embarrassed to go to this trial right now, again. So yes.